Today is Monday. I had shoulder surgery on Thursday. Rotator cuff. It's been interesting recovery. So, little tour of the property. This sign behind me, that is the edge of my property line, and we own from there to the very top of the ridge behind me, and then that goes all the way down the driveway till you go out past the gate, and then that runs up to the top of the hill. So we own 43 acres. That's all behind me, up the hill and behind me. This no trespassing sign marks the edge of the property at the back. I mow and maintain about 3 acres down here in the bottom, and the rest of the property, this beautiful hillside behind me, the Lord pretty much does what he wants to with that. I maintain the trails on it so I can kind of get around and do where I want to, go where I want to, do what I want to. But for the most part, he does what he wants to on that hillside. I'm in a forestry land area, so it's on I think a 60-year forestry plan, I think is what it's on. I just moved my trailers down here from the garage so that I have more room. And back here in the corner, I was asked what that was underneath that blue tarp. That's my spring. My spring comes out of the ground, and then it goes into this tank, which is underground, and then that rolls 500 feet down to the garage where the water barn is, and then the water barn pressurizes it and UV filters the water, and then sends that up to the house and out to the spigots and all that stuff, just like city water does. But we have a spring that I encapsulated, ran into a 13,000 gallon underground tank that's 13 feet long, 4.5 feet in diameter, and then that runs down to an overflow at the first pond, and then that also flows on down to the pump house. And this bucket y'all see me fly by all the time, that bucket has electricity in it. 110, 500 feet ran up to here so that I can hook up pumps and be able to what do you call it, reprime my water system back here using electricity in the water pumps. And that overflow I was talking about flows out over here where the rocks are. Something I fly by all the time that you would never see it, but this is an old horse-drawn plow, horse-drawn rake, and it's just sitting over here in the bank on my neighbor's property, just rusting away. I would love to pull it out and stick it in the yard, but it doesn't belong to me. You're a good boy. He is a good boy. This dirt pile is from where I cleaned out the pond. Planning on using this dirt in a couple of projects around the property that haven't started yet. So, trailers moved from the garage. This tree is a spiny pin oak, which is apparently a fairly rare tree in the state of Tennessee. I don't know exactly how rare, but apparently it's fairly rare. And it's my favorite tree. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed this, but when I'm flying through my front yard down my driveway, if you ever notice the state of Tennessee shaped rock, that's kind of neat. I found that whenever we were building the house. Everything is so green. Everything's so green. Well, let's go. Sitting there telling myself all the reasons why I can't fly. Then I remember the guy that flies that's one-handed. And then I told myself, just shut the fuck up and go grab a controller. So, here we go. Oh, that doesn't sound